3 o'clock downstairs in the 8th.
Yeah, okay.
But I know you've been celebrating his birthday all month.
Any excuse.
Any excuse to party.
That's right.
And my son, Scott.
Hello, Scott.
Thank you. Another thing. Well, actually, one of the things I was going to say was that I travel a great deal around the world, and it seems like wherever I go, I mention, well, I'm going to this monastery in Italy, and he goes, I bombed that. And I said, you sure? Yep, I'm sure. And then I just got back from Burma 2 weeks ago, and they said that he bombed every bridge in Burma. Everyone down. So, but I wanted to tell him they've all been rebuilt. Everything's fine. The Japanese are gone. We're good. Now it's all Chinese tourists.
All right.
I don't know if all of you know it, but John volunteered for his second tour during World War II, and he had 50 missions over.
Did you do a third one too?
Yeah, I did a third one.
Third one too?
And 105.
Get it right, Wesley.
I did. I did 3 of them.
Three tours,
I
105
have
missions.
to count on those that give me the information, and obviously I got to find a new source. Okay, Jeff, you got a minute?
To you, happy birthday, dear John. Happy birthday to you. Yeah. 100.
The 96 candles.
Oh, I know.
There you go. Excellent. Happy birthday, John.
Talking about you, born December 21st in 1918 in Southside, West Virginia. He was orphaned at the age of 4, went to the orphanage but ran away from that orphanage when he turned 13. He lived as a hobo for quite a while. Never went to high school, but that's okay. 1940 he decided, hey, I need to do something. So he thought about the Marines, but for whatever reason that didn't work out. Ended up joining the Army. And after he got through basic, and he was assigned, they made him an aircraft mechanic. And he was a crew chief on an AT-6. But shortly thereafter, the war broke out, and all of a sudden, the Air Force or the Army at that time, they needed more pilots, and so they started a flight officer program. You could be enlisted and still go through pilot training, and so he did. And make a long story short, his war record was absolutely phenomenal. 3 combat tours, North Africa, Egypt, Italy. Then he decided he'd fly C-47s, flew the hump, 20 missions flying the hump. An amazing war record. His honor, he was at over 9,000 flying hours, 11 different aircraft. He was awarded the DFC with 1 Oak Leaf Cluster, the Air Medal with 9 Oak Leaf Clusters, and 3 campaign medals. When he came back to the States after the war, they put him in a B-45. He tested the Fulton recovery system, and I'm one of those few people that actually got to see that thing in action. I saw a guy extracted using a C-130 to pull a guy out of the jungle, and that's quite a ride if you're at the end of that rope getting snatched off the ground. But thanks to you, sir, that system worked, and we're glad it did. The last 14 years of his tour, he spent in Alconbury, England, or at England. I guess you rotated back and forth between the two. But he wasn't done working after he retired from the military. He spent, 45 years with A.G. Edwards. So according to my math, that's about 70 years of long, hard work, sir.
Straight.
Straight.
Not hard.
Not hard?
Not
hard. But I also want to say, among his other talents, he's also a poet. And he's allowed me to read one of the stories that he's had published, and it's The Holy Roller Preacher. The preacher was raving and ranting. He was jumping over benches and chairs. I can heal anything by just touching and do away with all of your cares. With a little help from the Lord above, I will cure your worldly ills. We can do away with all doctors and do away with all pills. Now a man struggled forward on his crutches, unable to walk since birth. Now if the preacher could heal this fella, it would be the greatest show on earth. The preacher put his hands on the man's shoulders, and he said, "Do you believe what I say is true?" Tears glistened in that fella's eyes, and he said, "I do, I do, I do." "Then throw away one crutch," said the preacher, and the man did it without fear. Gone. Hallelujah and amen from the front of the church, and a few attaboys from the rear. The man was standing as straight as he could. He was showing a whole lot of class. "Throw away the other crutch," said the preacher. The man did, and he fell on his ass. Now, what I'm really here to do, and I am proud to do this, I've been the mayor for about 18 months in the city of Fort Walton Beach. This is the 7th time I've been able to honor someone turning age 100. The 4th time right here at the Meridian at Westwood. So there's something going on good here, folks, because you live to be 100. It seems to be a pattern that I hope all of you aspire to reach. But John, here is a key to the city.
Hey! Wow! Tremendous!
Congratulations and happy birthday! And I think the piano man's going to crank up the piano, and we're going to sing happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear John. Happy birthday to you. Hey!
I've heard that song before.
Speech.
Oh, what? I've up here for that. Well, I haven't had this many people to my birthday before, and I'd like to thank all of you for coming.
Man.
I appreciate it.
All right.
All right, John. 100. Fantastic.
Thank you, sir.
Call me up.
Thank you. That was great. You're a natural. You got my vote. I'll move back. Thank you. Good. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, John. 100.